An early season non-conference matchup and a short turnaround for both teams tonight as the new men's basketball season rolls on from Thornton Gymnasium on the campus of Aurora University. It is tonight's non-conference matchup featuring the Big Blue of Millikin University and the Spartans of Aurora University. Happy Friday night. Hope you're all getting set for a fun weekend, and thanks for spending a little bit of your Friday evening with us. My name is Sean Fry. Both teams are 1-0 after season opening wins on Wednesday night for Aurora. And I mentioned it in the opener that Aurora did not have a lot of players back from last season's squad, just 5 of them. And they were all very good in the opener. Michael Osborne, 21.6 rebounds. Noah Butler had 13 and 9. Javon McCautry with 13 in the contest. Trey Jenkins played well in his minutes. And then there was Dwayne Jervier Jr. with 12 points and 10 rebounds for his first career double-double. That was punctuated with a one-handed slam dunk in Aurora's 86-61 victory. Aurora was all over the Red Devils on the glass, plus 13, including a 6-rebound advantage on the offensive boards. They were plus 12 in the paint, plus 17 on turnovers, plus 14 on second chances, plus 6 on fast breaks, and plus 21 from the bench. Aurora shot at 53% from the field and did not trail. Scored their first basket on their first possession just seconds into the contest and held on from there. So an emphatic start to the season for the Spartans, and a nice one for Millikin as well, as they welcomed Blackburn to the Griswold Center there in Decatur. Millikin up 11 at halftime and pulled away from there for a 73-56 victory. In the contest, Blackburn held to just 36% from the floor. Millikin 10 points better in that area. The Big Blue forced 21 turnovers. They were plus 10 in points off turnovers, and they dominated the paint 48-22, plus 26 in the win. A nice day for Nate Straughter as the sophomore went for 16 points, 13 apiece for JT Welch and Frazier Ott. 10 points for Walter Straughter. Ott added 7 rebounds, and then Chase Travis had 6 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals, and a performance that featured a little bit of everything while the Big Blue advanced to 1-0 on the young season. So someone's going to take their first loss tonight. Someone's going to remain undefeated going into next week's play. We're going to find out which team is going to be going in which direction. Game number 2 of the season for the Spartans, and it is coming up here at athletics.aurora.edu.
Now we are tonight's starting lineups. First, Big Blue.
And with that, we'll bring you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. First for the visiting Big Blue of Millikin University. They'll go with 3 juniors and 2 sophomores. And tonight they are the 5'10 junior from Bloomington, Illinois, J.T. Welch. A 6'1 junior from Casey, Illinois, Noah Livingston. A 6'5 sophomore out of Olney, Illinois, Chase Travis. A 6'2 sophomore from St. Louis, Nate Straughter. And a 6'8 junior from Chesterfield, Missouri, Frazier Ott. Welch, Livingston, Travis, Straughter, and Ott line up tonight for Millikin. Kramer Soderberg is leading Millikin as he begins year 2 in charge. Mentioned that Millikin 1-0, so are the Spartans of Aurora University, led by head coach Steve Christensen. 3 seniors, a sophomore and a freshman in the starting lineup tonight, as they were 2 days ago. They are the 6'3 sophomore from Broadview, Illinois, Javon McCautry. A 6'6 senior from Lawrence, Kansas, Noah Butler. From Kankakee, Illinois, the 6'5 freshman Isaiah Davis. A 6'4 senior out of Broadview, Illinois, Michael Osborne. And a 7'1 senior from South Sudan, Atem Scholl. McCautry, Butler, Davis, Osborne, and Scholl, the starters for Aurora tonight. Spartans in gray, moving left to right here in the first half. Blue numbers outlined in white, white letters reading Aurora outlined in blue on the front. And Millikin wearing blue, white numbers outlined in black. Same for the letters, Millikin above the number on the front, University below it. So a couple of teams that wear blue, and they wear it a lot. Doing battle here on Lancaster Court on this Friday night. Sean Fry here with you. We are pleased to have Jack Fisher on the camera today. This your first opportunity on the camera? You've done it before. Second? Okay. Well, we're happy to have you back up here. And we're happy to have all of you at home enjoying some men's basketball tonight. Also keeping an eye on a few other contests. Aurora about to take on Augustana in women's basketball, and in women's hockey, it's Aurora at home against Lawrence tonight. Tip 1, Michael Osborne right down the floor and scores 6 seconds into the game. Aurora 2 for 2, scoring on their opening possessions here in the new season so far. So they are into a man-to-man defense. A 3 right side, no good. McCautry with the rebound. And so Aurora will quickly advance the ball up the floor, and Millikin will get into a man-to-man defense as McCautry takes it out to the left wing here. A handoff to Osborne on the far side and back to McCautry in the corner. Right-handed dribble now to his left, and he'll have to toss it out to Butler. 10 on the shot clock as Butler hands it to McCautry on the wing. Steps up top, gives it to Osborne. He's at the perimeter. Picks up his dribble again. Now McCautry has to launch the right wing 3. Back iron, no good. Offensive board, Butler to Davis for the corner 3. That one rattles out. Rebound pulled down by Welch. Quickly ahead. Here's Nate Straughter, but a good closeout there by Osborne. And now it's into the post for Ott. Guarded by Scholl as he dribbles to his right. At the charge circle to his left. Tried to get the contact. It's off the window and no good. Travis got in and got the rebound and then turned it over. Passed it to McCautry, who did well to get a hand on it. And Aurora remains up 2-0. 90 seconds, almost, now exactly into this first half. Butler out at the volleyball line for Aurora. He dribbles to the right wing. And now looks to work inside. Pulls up at the restricted area and missed the floater from there. Nate Straughter with the rebound, and he comes down the left side to Travis, who's cut off in the short corner by Davis. And it's tossed out to the perimeter again. Man-to-man again for Aurora. Straughter sends it to the near side for Travis. He looks inside. Scholl does well to take that pass away. And it's out to Welch in front of the scorer's table with 8 on the shot clock. He settles for a very deep 3. Aurora will love to give up a near 30-footer every time down the floor. Spartans in transition. McCautry from the corner steps to just off the block, pulls up for the J. It's no good. Rebound. Scholl got a piece of it, and it came to Osborne. Second try as he takes it baseline, kicks it out. Butler on the wing, feeds Osborne for the corner 3 ball. That's off the mark. There's a foul, and it's going to be on Scholl on the loose ball. 17:35 left in the first. 2-0. Aurora scored on its first possession. They've missed all 4 shots since. Millikin 0 for 3, including a couple of threes missed here in the early going. So it's Welch passing it to Livingston out on the far side. To Strawder. He's at the free throw line, extended, and now backs out to the left wing. Beats Osborne off the dribble, gets to the rack, banks it in for 2, and we are level. First time Aurora has been tied this season. They still have not trailed. Osborne walks it across the timeline, nearing 3 minutes in this first half. Osborne tries to feed the post. Welch grabs McCautry and picks up the first Millikin foul here. Leaders last season, Michael Osborne 15 and 6 for Aurora. Noah Butler 13.5 points, better than 4 rebounds for Millikin. A team that brought back all 5 regular starters from a year ago. More on that in a moment. Scholl's in the post, tries the fade away here and left it short. JT Welch 14 points. Noah Livingston averaged 8. Nate Strawder nearly 8 as well. 3-ball Welch here on the right wing. That's off the mark. The shooting, like the weather outside, it's cold so far, but Welch, after the offensive board, stand corrected. Travis, after the offensive board, off the window, good and 1 as Scholl picks up his second foul, and that's going to send Makai Doby into the game and send Scholl off the floor. 4-2, Millikin in front. And a chance to convert the 3-point play. Travis made both free throws last night. He was a 77% free throw shooter last season, and he cans the the free throw to complete the 3-point play here. So here's Doby across the timeline. It's a pass through the lane that did not get a piece of anybody, and out of bounds for a turnover. Well, Millikin basketball here. 3.5 minutes into our first half. 5-2 the score. Welch across the timeline, guarded by Davis. Goes to Strawder on the left wing. His drive was cut off. Goes back out to Welch. Steps to the wing, now looks to penetrate. Kick to Livingston. He'll take it to the high post. Now Strawder here with 8 to shoot. We have a kicked ball. And that should reset the shot clock to 20. And it does. Referees tonight: Robert St. Leaguer, David King, and Chris Nesselrode. Livingston with it on the wing for Millikin. Steps into a 10-footer off the block, and it's good. 7-2 Big Blue. And Aurora's only bucket came 6 seconds in, so the scoreless drought is running here for Aurora as they try to get some shots to fall here. Butler in the corner finds Davis, the right wing 3. Off the mark. Rebound Welch. Aurora 1 for 8 from the floor now. Could not miss the first 5 minutes on Wednesday. Haven't been able to hit very much the first 5 minutes tonight. Welch takes it right inside and gets into the foul here from McCautry. And that'll be Aurora's 3rd team foul, and that'll also give Steve Christensen a chance to send Dwayne Jervier into the game, the senior from Oak Forest. Jaden McLean and Landon Hullinger wait at the table for Millikin as Welch toes the free throw line. He made a couple of free throws last night. 95% at the stripe a year ago. Not bad at all. I'll make the first free throw here. Welch just outside the top 10 in the CCIW a year ago in scoring, just outside the top 5 as a 40% three-point shooter. He can put it through the hoop. No doubt about that. Looks like Cole Lawrence has come to the table, the 5th-year senior from Farmington, Missouri. Butler came out for Aurora. Strawder and Ott exited for Millikin, and after Welch makes the free throw, Lawrence replaces him. 9-2. 15:28 remaining in the first half. So here's McCautry. He looks to attack the rim. Tried to toss it through the lane to Doby, who was at the block, and pass never made it through. So McLean comes the other way and goes to work on Doby. Moving screen called here on Lawrence. That's a good one. As Doby trying to fight through that, and Lawrence mobile that time, and that is not allowed. So that becomes the second Millikin turnover and the second team foul for the Big Blue. Doby, ball in his hands, takes it into the lane, bounced it inside looking for Jervier, and it never made it. Aurora's turned it over 3 times, and then a foul. And Osborne's going to get it as he came across the arms. 4th Spartan team foul. Steve Christensen looking for an explanation on that call. Meanwhile, McLean's going to bring it up the floor here. Aurora's going to take it back. The other way comes McContry. He'll feed Davis in the corner. Dribbling baseline. His pass for Osborne at the wing is tipped to the scorer's table and hauled in there. Spartans will maintain possession. 21 on the shot clock. Still down 9-2, 5.5 minutes into the first half. Osborne, kick to the corner. Davis the quick 3, and it rattles out. The iron unkind here early in Davis's career. Another turnover. McContry forces it. It's thrown ahead Doby, and there's Osborne for 2 at the other end. And those have been the only 2 baskets that Aurora has had. Steve Christensen wants a foul, and I can see why. 9-4, it ends the scoreless drought, and Aurora puts on some pressure in the backcourt. McLean's in some trouble. He's got 3 seconds to get it across the timeline, and he does not. There's the 10-second call, and Aurora will have it here in their front court. Josh Holmes enters. The junior replaces Davis at the stoppage. Welch is going to come back in. And right now Millikin is 6 out there. Now Livingston goes off. And McContry will inbound. Aurora had missed 8 straight shots prior to the Osborne layup. McContry near corner, walks along the arc. 8 to shoot here. Doby gets it in the corner. The head fake. His drive was cut off, and then he stepped on the baseline. So Aurora's turned it over 4 times. Millikin has turned it over on back-to-back possessions, and 5 in total. Actually, that's 3 straight possessions if you go back to the offensive foul as well. 6.5 minutes into the contest. Not exactly an offensive masterpiece so far in either direction as McLean walks it up to the top of the key here for Millikin. He finds Travis around a screen, and they will get a foul in the interior on Osborne. That'll be his 2nd. I think he's going to come off here as Foster Obona, the freshman from Mount Prospect, will replace him here. 9-4 Millikin. The Big Blue haven't scored in the last nearly 2 full minutes. In fact, it's been a little more than 2 minutes in total. Ball's out to Welch at the volleyball line to McLean. Inside to Lawrence, outside to Travis for the corner 3, and that is pure. But Millikin up 12-4 and end the drought. 13 minutes to play in the first half as McContry hands it off to Doby. Another handoff out on the perimeter to Obona, and again to McContry. Gets a screen from Jervier, goes the other way and into a step back 3. It's off the glass and no good, and Millikin's going to keep it. I don't know that Steve Christensen wanted that shot. McLean walks to the free throw line, looks to feed the post. Josh Holmes, a terrific play, and he traveled. He was able to make a great play on the ball, but it was the motion of trying to do something with the ball that got him whistled for the travel. Hullinger and McLean exit. Strawder is back in. Looks like Walter Straughter has entered as well. Inbound pass, tipped, stolen. McCautry, the two-handed slam. 12-6 after another Millikin turnover. That has been a problem so far. But Aurora just 3 for 12 from the field. Now a miss from Welch, rebound Jervier, and a quick outlet for McCautry. Aurora into the front court. Down 12-6. Jervier with the touch of the post. Lost it on the power dribble, stayed with it, and rolled it away. Welch jumped in, took it, and then had his layup rejected. Then a dunk attempt on the follow by Straughter is also blocked, but he's fouled. They're going to get Jervier. I would like another look at that. One way or the other, Walter Straughter to the line, made one free throw. First block was clean. Let's see the second one. Oh, yeah. A lot of body on that attempted block. Not always easy to notice in real time from up here. The officials did a nice job, I think, on that call. First free throw good for Straughter. 10 points in his Millikin debut last night, or 2 nights ago more accurately. He'll miss the second free throw, and Jervier has the board. 11:47 left, first half. It's 13-6. Big Blue leading. They've led for most of it. Obona up top. Looks to take it inside. Finds Holmes for 3 from the corner. That doesn't fall either. Aurora now 0 for 7 from deep. Not able to buy one right now. They've had some good looks. Travis into the post. Kicks it out to Nate Straughter. Obona went for a steal. Straughter drove, tossed it into the corner. Travis is there. Aurora is swarming defensively. Now it's out to Welch. Wing-to-wing pass to Travis and back to Welch at the volleyball line. 6 on the shot clock. Welch gets around Trey Jenkins and all the way to the rack, and it goes. Jenkins had come in a moment ago. He's out with Jervier, Obona, Holmes, and McCautry, who's across center court. Ott, Straughter, Welch, and Travis, the 5 for Millikin, and a bucket for the Spartans here to trim the lead to 15-8. Jenkins nearly forced a steal, took it out of the hands of Travis. Millikin gets it back, and now Welch has it. He'll bounce it to Straughter in the corner, takes it to the lane, and kicks it out to Nate Straughter for the left wing 3, and it rattles in off the glass and down. Not kind of a night so far for Aurora. Big Blue by 10. 12 seconds from midway through the first half. Holmes on the right wing. Pick and pop. Jervier didn't handle it clean, but feeds Obona for the corner 3. That's off the line. And the rebound comes to Walter Straughter in the running start. He'll pull it up to Welch. Steps into a 3. That's good. Timeout Aurora. 9:54 left in the first. 21-8 Millikin. This is Aurora University men's basketball. For as well as Aurora shot it on Wednesday night in the opener, the lid has been on the rim pretty tight here for the Spartans so far. Just 4 of 15 from the floor. They've missed all 8 three-point attempts. I thought there had been one for Obona. His toe was on the line. Meanwhile, Millikin 7 of 13, 3 of 6 from 3. One was banked in, one was very deep, and they all count. 6-0 run for Millikin. And here in the second half of the first half, Aurora down a bunch. But lots of time left. Obona from the wing takes it to the rack, off the window and in. Now Obona has his first basket. McCautry and Osborne had 4 apiece, so Obona joins the scorers tonight. Livingston was double teamed in the backcourt. He threw it up. Had to because of the shot clock running down. And as Javier came down with it, the 10-second call comes up for the 8th Millikin turnover, which is a lot for the first 10 and a half minutes, but Aurora right behind them with 6 turnovers. It hasn't been very clean to this point. Jenkins with it, takes it inside and gets the foul. So Aurora notably more aggressive trying to get inside here, and it's going to get the foul called here on Walter Straughter. I'll call it on the floor. Holmes, Obona, Jervier, Jenkins, and Holmes the 5. And now Davis will replace Holmes here. Walter and Nate Straughter, Welch, Ott, and Livingston on the floor right now for the Big Blue. Inbound Jenkins, long short corner deuce, and over the rim. Rebound pulled in by Livingston, and now Tyree Spencer into the contest. 3 ball up, 3 ball good, and that's Nate Straughter. Let me reset the 5 here. Tyree Spencer, senior from Berkeley, Illinois, making his Aurora debut tonight. He's on the floor. Dwayne Jervier, Foster Obona, Trey Jenkins, and Isaiah Davis, the others. There's a miss from at the top of the key. Rebound pulled in by Ott. The take here by Welch, it tumbles off the rim. Rebound Aurora, and here's Spencer. Steps to the wing. Crossover, and then was fouled on the pass attempt as Walter Straughter got into him for his 2nd foul. 4th team foul. Aurora's already taken 6, so Millikin is into the bonus. Butler's going to replace Obona here. I mentioned Tyree Spencer didn't play last night. Had previously been at Roosevelt. And once upon a time, an alum of Downers Grove South High School, home of the Mustangs. He has it here at the top of the arc. And feeds Isaiah Davis for 3. That's off the mark. Jervier gets the rebound. It goes out to Jenkins. Thought about the quick 3 and settles it down. 15 to shoot. Davis feeds Butler. Short corner on the right. He dribbles left, gets to the charge circle, and knocks it in. 24 to 12 here for Aurora. 7:43 to play in the first, and a foul on Spencer as he bumps Travis, and will put him on the line for the 1-and-1. So Travis to the line. Converted a 3-point play earlier, already with 6 points and 5 rebounds tonight, after he pulled in a career best 11 boards in the opener. Front end of the 1-and-1 rattles and goes. Team that shot free throws at 73% a year ago, and that was still right in the middle of the CCIW. Second free throw is good as well. And it'll be Spencer running the point this time for Aurora, down the far sideline. Davis on the right wing, still a man-to-man look for Millikin. Jervier open for 3, he wants it, that doesn't go, and Jenkins wasn't able to handle the rebound clean. So make it 0 for 10 from deep for Aurora with 7:23 to play in the first. You can't really argue with the quality of the looks. The 3-point line has been open for business. Aurora just hasn't made one yet. Aurora trapped, Millikin beat it. It gets underneath for Travis, and he traveled. That extra move as he moved into the restricted area. And the official on the baseline whistles Millikin for their 9th turnover. Aurora down 26-12. 7 and change to play in the first half. Butler out on the left wing as Travier screens for him. Butler doesn't take it. Feeds Travier. Wing-to-wing pass Spencer, and now Davis from the corner sends a pass out along the baseline. Meanwhile, Noah Livingston gets set, takes a charge, and that'll be the 8th team foul on Aurora. Davis's first personal. McLean will replace Nate Straughter here. Looks like Javon McCautry is going to re-enter, and Spencer is going to come off. Aurora just 6 of 21 from the floor. Contrast that, Millikin 8 of 15. That's been the difference. Aurora's made it difficult for Millikin. And once again, try to press in the back court, and they get another turnover. McCautry steps on to the loose ball, feeds Davis for the corner 3. Finally, he gets one to fall. And it's 26-15. 1 for 5 from 3 a night ago, and they were all really good looks. Inside, Lawrence missed. Tempted block, got the backboard, and then the finish was wanting. Davis the other way got rid of it quick. That doesn't fall either. Isaiah Davis might have the fastest release I've ever seen. The other way in transition, McLean gets it to fall. And Aurora tried to quickly inbound it, but a timeout was called by Millikin. 32nd, make it a full timeout here with 6:04 to play in the first half. It's 28-15 Millikin. This is Aurora University men's basketball. Women's basketball, Aurora trails Augustana early, getting through the first quarter here. It's 13-12. Women's hockey, quick 2-0 lead on Lawrence as the first period starting to run out of time. Rachel Campoli and Peyton Elliott have the goals for Aurora. And then plenty of action on the out-of-town scoreboard in men's basketball. MSOE right now is leading Bethany Lutheran 31-28. Rockford squares off with Oak Hills Christian. Regents up 17-11 midway through the first half. And Wisconsin Lutheran visits Martin Luther tonight. Warriors up 26-13 midway through the first half. One other contest, Lakeland at Greenville. Don't not have live stats on that one. And then keeping an eye out on some other local top 25 action, and Carthage, conference foe of Millikin and ranked 18th in the country, is at Westminster out of Pennsylvania here tonight. Out of the timeout, here's Josh Holmes. He skips right to the rim and drops it in for a couple. It's Holmes, Davis, McCautry, Butler, and Travier, the 5 for Aurora. They press, Millikin handles it, and they go to work. McLean up top for the Big Blue. He has Welch, Travis, Ott, and Livingston on the floor with him. Welch drives baseline, throws it out to McLean. Extra pass up top, Livingston. He missed the straightaway 3. And Butler managed to pull in that rebound. Terrific effort there, and gets up the other way in transition. Millikin gets back and gets into their man-to-man. And McCautry steps to the wing. Pulls up for the deuce on Ott, and it's good. And he has 6 to lead the Spartans. 28-19, 5 to play before halftime. As once again, Aurora trying to make it difficult for Millikin in the backcourt. McLean dribbles through the lean, feeds Welch, and he pours in the three. 33% from deep last year for Millikin. 29%, 5 of 17 on Wednesday night. So far, 5 of 9. Davis goes up for a loose ball and was fouled. So they're going to get Livingston, and that will be his first personal. 5th team foul. They'll have one left to give. Nate Straughter returns here. Livingston is going to head off with 4:34 to play before halftime. 31-19 is the Millikin advantage. One that they've enjoyed for nearly the entirety of this first half. Davis to McCautry in front of the Millikin bench to Dravier up top, and now Holmes. He spins inside, lost it on the block. McLean pushes it. Good outlet pass, Straughter in transition, but he missed in tight. The follow and the putback for Ott. Millikin back up 14. Holmes with it on the logo. Davis feeds Holmes. Throws it to Butler. At the elbow and back out to McCautry beyond the three-point line. 8 to shoot. McCautry drives, gets the runner. 8 for Javon. Trails only JT Welch, whose last bucket gave him 10 so far on the night. Good passing. Nate Straughter, the finish. As Millikin able to handle the Aurora press very well that time, and they go up 35-21 with 3.5 minutes to play before halftime. 52% the shooting percentage right now for Millikin. Davis finds Dravier on the left wing. It's back up top. McCautry's feeling it right now and missed the three. McLean, the rebound, and he's across center court. Got a screen from Ott. He'll drive and kick. Straughter for three from the corner, bangs it home. And Steve Christensen calls timeout. With Millikin leading 38-21 with 3:01 to play in the first half. 30-second timeout here. Aurora leads Augustana at the quarter break, 20-15. Sam Barrett leads Aurora with 7 points. Ellie Wolf has 5. And women's hockey closing in on the end of the period. Still 2-0. Aurora's actually made 4 of its last 5 field goal attempts. Or rather, 3 of its last 4. Javon McCautry has made 4 of his last 5 field goal attempts. But Millikin's made 4 of its last 5 shots and 6 of 7 from 3. Spartans trying to cool them down here over the final 3 minutes of the half. And Butler sends that pass into the seats. Akai Doby and Michael Osborne return to the contest. They join Holmes, McCautry, and Butler. It's McLean, Nate Straughter, Chase Travis, JT Welch, and Frazier Ott on the floor. So here is Jaden McLean with it. Straughter, pick and roll Travis. Butler stopped him there at the block, and Straughter tried to wait him out, got to the rim and got the foul. I think Butler, I thought maybe Butler got him on the hip there, but it looks like he got the arm into him. And so Chase Travis will go to the line here. First free throw good, 39-21 here, 2.5 minutes to play in our opening half. This is an Aurora team that was never out of it last season. substantial comeback against Lakeland, if you remember that one last season. Several players on this team remember that and were a big factor in that comeback. Now, Aurora won't be fazed here by what's looking like a multi-possession deficit going to halftime. McCottry's going to get fouled here. Last foul to give for Millikin. Big Blue are in the double bonus, so Aurora will need to be careful. McCottry to the line. Here's Livingston returning to the game. Did not see who they got on the foul. McCottry, 1 for 2 at the line on Wednesday. He was 63% a year ago. Makes the first free throw here. 39-22. Welch picked up the foul, which is his second, and he's going to come off here. Landon Hullinger is back in. Second attempt for McCottry, pops out. Hullinger has the rebound. It's the second free throw attempt for Aurora. Got to the line 19 times last night. Final 2 minutes of the first. McLean up top, Livingston, and now Straughter off a screen for a wide open three, and he missed. Spartans the rebound, and they'll push it. Here's Osborne. Looks inside, he'll go up top. Doby, he's wide open from deep. That one's off the mark, and the rebound out of bounds, apparently off of Straughter. It looked like Butler got a touch and must have pushed it off of Straughter, and not a ton of arguing there. Usually a pretty good indication that they got that one right. Here's Butler, free throw line extended. Tries to back down his man and lost the ball. Straughter with the steal, almost gave it back up. And now a cross-court pass finds Travis on the wing. Holmes will step up on him, but he has to be careful. Aurora in the double bonus. McLean works his way to the wing. It's swung up top, Livingston. He tries to get inside, and Holmes took it away. That could have been a jump ball. Refs let them play on, and Aurora able to rescue that and bring it into the front court. 1 minute to play in the first half. 17-point deficit for Aurora. Would love to have 2 quality possessions to end the half. Osborne sends it to Doby in the corner. It's back to Osborne. Another pass into the corner. McCottry with 5 to shoot. The step back three, no. Hullinger the rebound. In transition, Travis gets to the charge circle. Split defenders, missed in tight. But he'll go to the line for a couple. And that is going to be on Doby. And that's his first foul. Isaiah Davis will return here for the final 33 seconds after the first toss from Chase Travis. 9 points, 5 rebounds so far. Trying to become already the 3rd Millikin player in the double digits tonight, and he does. JT Welch already there. Nate Straughter leads all players with 13. Doby heads off. So does Holmes. Obona joined Davis. And now Millikin will get a swap as well as Frazier Ott replaces Landon Hullinger. Lead 18, this would make it a 7-possession game. Second free throw for Travis. That's good. Well, the bottom line in the second half, Aurora will need to shoot the three better than 1 for 14. That is where they're at right now. Very capable of doing it. Just haven't gotten anything to fall so far tonight. Osborne is on the perimeter. He'll feed McCottry in the post. He gets into the lane, missed the runner, then missed the tip back, but got fouled and will go to the line. will get Travis for the foul, which will be his first. McCautry to the line after splitting Aurora's only 2 free throws earlier. Spartans haven't scored now in more than 2 minutes. McCautry trying to put an end to that. First free throw good here. Welch and Nate Straughter will return for the final possession, replacing Jacob Bullock, who swapped in for a moment, and Frazier Ott. Michael Osborne, with his couple of fouls, will head to the bench. Josh Holmes quickly back in. Second free throw for McCautry. Also good. 41-24. Aurora has 4 in the backcourt right now. And just making it difficult to advance the ball will help a lot. Thrown ahead, Travis, he went up and got it, feeds Welch across the gym, 3 seconds for 2, it's an air ball, and out of bounds as time expires. And Kramer Soderberg, no doubt, will be happy with the performance of Millikin in that first half, and Aurora will look to get hot from the floor in the final 20 minutes. It is 41-24 at halftime. Aurora trailing Millikin. Bring you the totals, the second half here on Lancaster Court. This is Aurora University men's basketball. Men's basketball on the agenda on this Friday night. Has it gone well for Millikin so far? Yes, it certainly has. Has it gone well for Aurora so far? No, it certainly has not. 41-24 is the advantage for the Big Blue at halftime. The Spartan shooting percentage ice cold, just 10 of 30 in that first half, 1 of 14 from 3. Contrast that, 13 of 25 for Millikin, 6 of 11 from 3, and 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Aurora was 3 for only 4 in that first half. Turnovers 9-7. Millikin had the higher number there. Everything else fairly even. Time of the lead, not. Millikin has had it the last 16:46 of play. Looking at the scores, Nate Straughter leads all players with 13. Chase Travis has 11 plus 5 rebounds. 10 for JT Welch, and then a couple apiece for Frazier Ott, Noah Livingston, Jaden McClain. Walter Straughter has 1 for the visitors. For Aurora, Javon McContry leads the Spartans with 11 points plus 3 steals tonight, but no one else with more than 4, and in fact, only Michael Osborne has more than a single field goal. He's the one who has 4 points. Isaiah Davis has 3, 2 apiece for Noah Butler, Josh Holmes, and Foster Obona. However, an Aurora team that can get very hot from the field very quickly, and so the first 20 minutes is in the past. What matters is the next 20 as they try to chisel away at a 41-24 deficit. Let's go around the NAC here as we take a look at some of the other contests that are going on around the league tonight. It's all non-conference, and it's all Wisconsin Lutheran right now. They lead Martin Luther 50-26 at halftime. A balanced effort, but Jacob Heffel leads the Warriors with 10 points at the break. Rockford taking on Oak Hills Christian, and the Regents lead 33-25 at the intermission. Again, balanced scoring for the Regents. It's Micah Swanson with 7 points to pace the hosts of that one. And then MSOE is trailing Bethany Lutheran as they just get underway in the second half. It's 50-43, and it was 50-42 at halftime. But as far as the scores for MSOE, Mattis Dopirac has 12, and Mason Dopirac has 11. 8 points also for Donovan Carter for the Raiders as they are currently chasing the game up there in the Twin Cities. As for other Aurora University action in women's basketball, they're at halftime. And the Spartans are in front, 36-25. Ellie Wolf has 11 points. Sam Barrett with 10 for Aurora so far in this one. And then in women's hockey, still 2-0 as they get underway in the second period. Spartans leading Lawrence. Rachel Campoli and Peyton Elliott have the goals for Aurora. Teams will switch ends in the second half, and we'll see if the basket that Millikin seemed to have no real difficulty putting the ball through as effective for Aurora here in the final 20 minutes. Sean Fry with you on this Friday. Happy that you are with us. Jack Fisher helping out on the camera. Thanks to our game day and facilities teams for their efforts tonight. Kaylee Underwood leading facilities. She's down to the table. Brian Kipley leading us here for the athletic communications team. And of course, thank you to all of you spending some of your Friday night with us here as we are very early in the 2023-2024 men's basketball season. The lead is 6 possessions, not insurmountable, but Aurora will need a quick start. Foul trouble to speak of, no one with more than 2. Michael Osborne and Atem Scholl, 2 apiece for Aurora. JT Welch and Walter Straughter have a couple apiece for the visitors. So again, Big Blue going left to right in blue here in the second half. Aurora right to left wearing gray. A Millikin team that has not had a great deal of success in recent memory. Just one winning season since the 2008-2009 campaign. And that was a couple of seasons ago in year one for Kramer Soderberg when he went 14-12. 11-14 a year ago, 4-12 in the tough CCIW, tying for 8th. Started 4-0, but then dropped their last 4 and 9 of their last 12 to fall out of conference tournament contention. And for Millikin last season, when they didn't shoot it very well from the field, they didn't win. Just 5 times when their field goal percentage was below 50%. They were 5 of 14. No such trouble tonight north of that mark here so far. Starting 5 for Millikin: Welch, Livingston, Travis, Strawder, and Ott. Aurora in a man-to-man defense. Here is Strawder. Jumper and rhythm on the far side, no good. Starters for Aurora: McCautry, Butler, Davis, Osborne, and Scholl. It's Osborne walking over the logo and into the half court. Millikin man-to-man. Here's Davis. He gets to the block, took a little contact, got it to fall. And 5 for the Bishop McNamara alum. 13 a game as a senior per Max Preps. Here's Livingston. Over center court. Strawder steps to the near side. It'll be worked around the perimeter to Welch. Looks to attack and kicks. Travis, head fake on the wing 3, then took it to the rack, missed. Rebound tipped off the window, and Osborne has it. In transition to Butler at the free throw line, or a three-point line. He'll take it all the way in from there, and will take the contact on the way to the rack. 2 free throws coming up for the Spartans. And it's Ott who's going to pick it up. That'll be his first. 41-26. Butler 2 for 4 at the line last night. He was a 74% free throw shooter a year ago. I keep saying last night. They did not play last night. I know this. I was here for a women's volleyball match 2 nights ago. You know what I mean. If that happens again, know that I mean on Wednesday night, friends. Second free throw, no. Osborne not able to track down that rebound, and then crashed into one of the bench chairs, and they had to be alert to not end up going down with Osborne that time. 41-27 after the tosses are split. The Strawder ball in his hand over center court here for the visitors. Strawder steps to the wing. Gets it back on a give and go with Ott, who rolls to the basket. Strawder, meanwhile, tries to take it to the rim. Lost it. Then Osborne, momentum taking him out of bounds, did well to throw that off of a Millikin player and out of bounds. So Aurora. Taking back possession here. You can't get the lead back all at once. And they're not trying to, just trying to chisel away at it. Here's a fall away jumper and rhythm on the baseline, no good. But Scholl taps the rebound out. The Spartans get a fresh 20. Shot clock is at 8. Scholl sets a screen for McCautry. He was doubled and turns it over. Strawder in transition, skips to the rim, lays it in. And McCautry was still down behind the play. They blew the whistle. Looks like he's okay. I thought he might need to come off, but maybe the whistle a little quick that time. So Aurora back into their offense. 2.5 minutes into the second half, 43-27, the Millikin lead. Osborne took a shot on the baseline and the foul called. Number 2 on Livingston. Baseline inbound coming up for Aurora. It comes into Davis and right back to Osborne in the far corner. So Millikin is into a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like. stand corrected. Now they're back to a man-to-man, but switching frequently. Here they do it again. When they get a pick and roll, they bring two. Here's a three from Butler. It's good on the far side. And Aurora within 5 possessions now. Just their second three-pointer made in this contest. It seems to be Millikin's strategy here. Aurora tries to set that pick and roll, and well, they bring pressure. It got McContry the first time. It did not fool Aurora the second time. Straughter left wing. Could not get inside. 8 to shoot for Welch, who got a screen, drives, kicks. 3 was good. That won't count. McContry was there. Welch plowed into him, and the charge taken. And it'll be the third Millikin team foul here through just 3.5 minutes. So the Big Blue held to just a bucket so far. Aurora has 6 points. Welch, after his third foul, will swap out for Jaden McLean. And arguably, Millikin's most dangerous player available tonight heads to the bench for the next several minutes. McContry will bring it over center for Aurora. Scholl screens for him. McLean stays with McContry, who spins the other way, throws the alley-oop to Scholl, who throws it down. And the crowd will love that. 43-32. Eight to 2 start for the second half, and Osborne is called for his third foul, 30 feet from the basket. And I cannot imagine Osborne, with Aurora where they're at in the game, is going to head to the bench immediately here. Veteran player who will be able to navigate the situation in a bit of foul trouble here early. Quick give and go on the inbound as Livingston gives it up to McLean, and now Travis, who flashes out to the right wing. It goes around the arc and is cut off up top by McLean. 6 to shoot. McLean switches on to Scholl. He drives and was fouled by Scholl trying to stay with him. Steve Christensen did not see the foul. And I don't know that he is in love with the call either. I think Scholl was coming off anyway. He just picked up his third foul. Javier replaces him. Baseline inbound for Straughter on the wing. He's out on the far side. Spacing not great right there, so Straughter hangs onto it and now gives it to McLean. Driving, pulls up at the block, banks it in. Tough bucket for McLean. He's made both of his attempts so far tonight. 45-32. 4.5 minutes in. Second half here at Thornton Gymnasium. Butler for Aurora. Into the lane. Got into the contact, and he'll get to the line. Much more concerted effort for Aurora to get to the free throw line here. Travis will gather the foul, and that'll be his second. So a couple more for Noah here. He has 6 points, 1 of 2 at the line, and 5 rebounds after putting up 9 2 nights ago. First free throw good. Second free throw also good. So Aurora down 17. Has taken 6 off of that here through the first 5 minutes. And that's a good pace. That will get you over the finish line at the end of the game if they can keep that up. Into the front court it goes. Straughter, pick and roll Travis, and he wasn't ready for it. It bounced off of him into Isaiah Davis for the steal. 14th Millikin turnover. Aurora will try to get ever closer. The kick, the three, Davis, no. But the rebound was not corralled by Livingston, who threw it up, and Aurora has it once again with a fresh 20. McContry, top of the arc, working on Ott, goes by him, tries the floater, it rattles out. So McLean with the ball in his hands, behind the back dribble, now through the lane, drops it to a cutting Travis. He missed in tight. Rebound tipped a few times. Davis has it again. And Osborne will bring it down the near side. Back toward the basket as he steps to the left wing. It's worked up top and around to the right wing for Butler, who drives past Ott, and he's fouled again. This time it was McLean who didn't get over in time. And Noah Butler has now been beating a path to the free throw line here in the second half. That's the 5th Millikin team foul. And Butler will have his 3rd trip to the line here through the first 6 minutes. 14:03 left here in the second half. Butler gets the friendly roll to run his point total to 9. Straughter and Ott out. Lawrence and Walter Straughter in. And for Aurora, it's going to be Josh Holmes replacing Isaiah Davis. Second free throw for Butler, trying to make this a 3-possession game, and he does. 45-36. Now Butler off for Doby. Aurora will set up full court pressure. He will pull it off, and Holmes will follow McLean up the floor. Feeds Straughter on the wing and into the corner. The 3 from Livingston. Make that from Travis, and it's good. 42% free throw shooter a year ago. He restores the lead to 12. Tip here at the timeline. McContry goes and gets it. Aurora into its offense. Still man-to-man for Milligan. Into the corner. Holmes, and he was bodied by Lawrence. That's the Big Blues' last foul to give. There was a lot of basketball still to be played in this one. Second foul on Lawrence. And for Aurora now, every Millikin non-offensive foul from here is at least one free throw. They tried to trap Osborne on the baseline. He did well to get out of it. And now Doby with it up top. He feeds Osborne, left wing, 3, yes! Back to a 9-point game, Osborne with 7. Aurora has looked much sharper here in the second half. Livingston to the free throw line. Jump stop to the block, back out and up top. 3 more for Travis, it rims out. Jervier gets the rebound. And Aurora can cut into the deficit some more. McContry drives, he was out of control and lost it. Livingston with the takeaway. 4 on 2 the other way, and Straughter wasn't able to get a clean look. Osborne's attempted transition feed was batted into the seats. 4 on 2. No points for Millikin that time up the floor. I suspect Kramer Soderberg will not be in love with that. 12:32 to play. Millikin by 9. Jervier, free throw line, stops, lost the ball. He collided with Doby. They maintain possession. Now it's to Osborne behind the volleyball line. 8 to shoot. Osborne got free and tried to throw down the one-handed slam, and he missed. Millikin missed a switch. Osborne had the whole lane for runway and wasn't able to finish. But then Lawrence gave it away to Holmes. He brings it the other way. Here's McContry, the transition 3. No. Jervier saves it. There's 6 to shoot. They never reset the shot clock. I was as surprised as anyone when I looked up and saw the shot clock. Are they going to leave it at 6? Well, actually, that would make sense now that I think about it. As I try to replay this sequence in my head. I don't think the ball ever hit the rim. Oh, there was the turnover at 11:59. No, there should be 17 on the shot clock here. Now, McCautry, it's true, did not hit the rim, but the possession was short and the shot clock never reset. So it should be 16 or 17. Now, the referees do not have replay. They put 19. That's close enough. 48-39. Millikin leading 11:46 to play in the second. So that functions like an uncredited timeout in both directions. Holmes, Javier, Doby, McCautry, and Osborne, the 5 here for Aurora. No one made any subs in either direction that time. So here is Doby. Feeds Holmes in the post. Tries the fall away to his left and let it short. Travis has the rebound. And that's 6 for him. Big Blue into their offense. Doby gives the foul. His second, team's third. Ott in, Lawrence out. Livingston will inbound. It's a 3-possession lead for Millikin. They have all their timeouts left as well. Welch around a screen and then turned it over, looking for Ott on the pick and roll. Aurora back the other way. They move into the front court. And it's Doby. Has it on the wing to Holmes just inside the volleyball line. Inside, there was Osborne, and there was a miss there, and a good move by Osborne at the same time. He lays it in and has 9, and the lead is down to 7. It was 17 when we started the half. We're nearly midway through it, and Aurora is closing in. Livingston with Doby all over him. The ball goes to Straughter. Doby is still on him, and it goes back out behind the three-point line. Livingston to center. 7 on the shot clock. He gets a screen. He rolls it out to Ott. He's stuffed. Javier followed the loose ball to Holmes. In transition, here's McCautry for 3. No. Offensive rebound for Osborne. Aurora tries again. It's Doby on the wing. Eight on the shot clock. Holmes driving. He got to the lane. No rotation by Millikin. And an easy layup for Holmes. Timeout Millikin. Fans love it here in Thornton Gymnasium. Noah Butler signals to them to get loud. Exactly 10 minutes to play. Here in regulation, it's a 5-point game. Millikin leading 48-43. This is Aurora University men's basketball. Aurora has cut the Millikin lead down to only 5 points. It is 48-43. Aurora women's basketball continues the lead at Augustana. They're midway through the third, 36-28. 11 points for Ellie Wolf, 10 for Sam Barrett. Javon McCautry, 11 points. Noah Butler has 10. Michael Osborne has 9 to lead Aurora right now. Out of the timeout, JT Welch is back in. Walter Straughter on the floor, Chase Travis, Nate Straughter, and Frazier Ott. Long two here from Nate Straughter, and it's good. Big Blue back up by 7. Makai Doby, Michael Osborne, Josh Holmes, Dwayne Jervier, Javon McCautry, the 5 for Aurora. Spartans are in the bonus. Osborne to his right, off the window, no good. Rebound Travis. Doby on his hip, spun away from him. The jump stop and the kick. Wide open 3, Welch, it's good. And Welch gets that kind of time to shoot. It's probably going in. He was a 40% three-point shooter last year. He has made 3 of 5 tonight. Here's Holmes taking it inside. He went right at Nate Straughter and got the foul. His first, 17 foul, 2 free throws for Holmes coming up. It will be his first free throws as an Aurora Spartan. As a sophomore at Kankakee College, shot 82% at the stripe, so Holmes has been effective in these situations, and this will be a shooting foul, so it's 2 free throws. No more pressure on the first one than usual. That one dies off back iron and goes. 17 points for Nate Straughter, 14 plus 7 rebounds for Chase Travis, 13 for JT Welch. Scoring hasn't been especially balanced in either direction here tonight. Back iron no good this time from Holmes, and the rebound hauled in by Straughter. Just his second board tonight. Threw a pass inside for Walter. It was nearly stolen, but it got through, and Walter Straughter lays it in. Millikin back, up by double digits. It's 55-44. Here's Jervier up top to Doby on the wing, and now Osborne steps out. He couldn't get inside. He tries again to his right, tries the high runner off the window, and it goes. And now a double team immediately on Welch. He just got rid of it. And then a good second pass out to Travis, who will advance it over the timeline. Aurora's pressure has been good. Millikin has handled it much better. Still turned it over 17 times. Welch tries the runner here on the baseline, and Holmes got there late and bumped him. His first, team's 4th. And Welch, a very good free throw shooter as well. How about 95% a year ago? If you're keeping track at home, that was 36 of 38. He made both free throws on Wednesday. He is 3 for 3 on the season. Bloomington Central Catholic alum is unfazed when at the charity stripe. It's like Jervier has come off for Aurora. Noah Butler has returned, and now Isaiah Davis is going to give Makai Doby a spell. It's like Frazier Ott has exited as well. So has Walter Straughter. Jaden McClain replaced him. Landon Hullinger came in for Ott. Second free throw good. 57-46, 8:10 left. A lot of basketball still to be played in this one. There's a reach in on Chase Travis, trying to come up with a steal, and Butler goes to the line for the 1-and-1 after the 8th team foul on Millikin. 3rd foul on Travis. Now Holmes comes out. Obona replaces him. Especially as we get into the final moments of this second half, anytime Aurora can cut into the lead with the clock not running, that's certainly going to be appreciated. Second free throw doesn't go, or rather the front end of the 1-and-1, my apologies, doesn't go. So it's Millikin ball trying to extend the lead. Travis out on the perimeter to Welch, and now Nate Straughter, left wing. He steps inside, comes to a stop in the post. Back out near center to Welch with 8 to shoot. Steps into a 3 over Davis. Long shot, long rebound, and Hullinger was there for it. A new 20 for Millikin. McLean drives, he got past Obona, got the finish. They signaled a couple of free throws. I thought it went. Looks like it just missed and happened to, through my angle, fall through. Oh, it did go. He signaled two initially. I thought, no, there's no way that didn't go in. It did go in. And it's a three-point play opportunity for McLean. And he completes it. And just like that, much of Millikin's halftime lead has been restored. It's 60-46. 7:18 to play. McCautry at the top of the arc. Now driving, got to the block, left it short, and the rebound was tracked down by Hullinger. Has 4 of those in limited minutes. It's been all over the basketball. To McLean, now in the Millikin front court. Last 5 have gone for Millikin. McLean, the spin move into the lane, the dump off. Hullinger couldn't get to the rim, so it's back out Travis. He attacks. Butler was there. They get him for the block. Now it looked like Butler was there for a long time, but I think Butler may have been fading. And I suspect that's going to be the basis for the call here. Again, we'll get another look as Travis goes to the line. And it looked like he was fading a little bit, perhaps moving to his left a bit. So Travis to the line, he cans the first free throw, 15 points for him. A new career high for the alum of Olney High School. Nate Strawder, 5 away from his career high. JT Welch is a long way to go. Second free throw, no good. 61-46, a 5-possession game, under 7 minutes left. Osborne. Around the arc to Obona. Now Butler, front of his bench. To his right, gets into the lane, gets it up and through. 12-6 for Butler, timeout Aurora. So it'll be a 30-second timeout here. 61-48 is the score. We'll take another look. Women's hockey. Aurora heading to the second intermission. They lead 6-1. We talked about Rachel Campoli and Peyton Elliott with goals. Darcy Matson, McKenna Brownlee, Molly Matson, and most recently Haley Knopf have added tallies as well for Aurora. And only Knopf and Matson also have an assist, so the offense has been distributed very well for the Aurora offense. Aurora bringing full court pressure. They pull it off here. Out of the timeout, McLean, Nate Strawder, Chase Travis, Hullinger, and Welch. They are the 5 for the Big Blue. McLean out on the wing, driving and kicking. Welch for 3 from the corner. No good. No one boxed out Travis, and he has an easy 2 on the follow. Trey Jenkins in with Michael Osborne, Noah Butler, Foster Obona, and Isaiah Davis. Spartans need points. They need them fast. Butler spins his way into the lane, a 12-footer off the iron. The tip back good from Jenkins. 63-50. Once again, full court, double team. Jenkins all but tackled a Millikin player by accident there. It was Jaden McLean, who needs to be helped up here. Too much momentum that time from Jenkins to stop, and that is the 7th Aurora team foul, so the 1-and-1 on the way. McLean to the line. 7 points for him. And he'll get the friendly roll to put Millikin up 64-50. Aurora just 39% from the field, 3 of 19 from 3, and that has been the entire difference. Second free throw left short, Millikin gets the rebound. And now Jaden McLean needs to come off. And he was in some distress after a collision with Frazier on the attempt to trap the ball, and is going to be worked on here on the Millikin bench. While that's going on, Obona out, Jervier in for Aurora, and Livingston has replaced McLean for the visitors. Welch tries the runner inside, it's good. 66-50, 5:15 left. Aurora had gotten as close as 5, and Millikin has restored nearly all of that halftime advantage. Butler drives and kicks. Here's Davis for 3. That rims out. Jenkins could not hang on to the rebound, and Millikin has it. McCautry and Holmes will re-enter for the Spartans. Davis comes off. Or not, actually. Holmes will stay off. It's McCautry who's going to come out instead. Aurora sets up full court pressure. Bounce to Nate Straughter here on the near side. And across center court with plenty of time. Millikin can feel the freedom to take a lot of time on these next several possessions. Livingston on the perimeter and out near center court. 9 on the shot clock. Picked up by Travis. His interior pass tipped and stolen. That's Butler with it. He goes the other way, steps into the lane, gets the hoop and the harm. The comeback has to start somewhere. 14 for Butler. Foul on Travis, and that is his 4th. It's also the last foul before 2 shots the rest of the way, and so with this being a 3-point play opportunity, Spartans in the double bonus. Remaining 4:32. Millikin is in the 1-and-1. Here's the 3-point play attempt. It's off the mark. Aurora 9 for 14 now at the line. They trail 66-52. Welch picks it up at the line and the kick. Travis for 3, rims out. Osborne the board. And he brings it ahead quickly to Jervier on the baseline. Back to Osborne, he's on the wing. Around the arc, cut off by Butler. He's at the left wing and wants 3. He missed. Jervier got the board, feeds a cutting Osborne. He'll get to the line for a couple. And as I mentioned earlier, a chance for points with the clock stopped. Osborne grimacing a little bit as he comes up here. He's holding his elbow for a moment, but he'll try to shake that off and attempt the free throws. Made all 4 2 nights ago against Eureka. First free throw good. The Spartans won his minutes in that one, and to be fair, he was not alone. Dwayne Jervier Jr. was plus 31. McCautry was plus 22. Isaiah Davis plus 17. Makai Doby was plus 18. Travis comes out after his 4th foul. Osborne cans the second free throw. Aurora now within 12. And Osborne will come out for one last breather as Holmes replaces him. Do not think that Mike will be on the bench for very long here. Aurora looks for a double, and McLean, who had swapped back in at the last stoppage. I don't know that McCautry did anything there, but he got the foul anyway. 1-1 for McLean, who fortunately is okay. He looked to be in quite a bit of distress not that long ago. Front end is good. McLean has 9. Here is Osborne back in, so it looks like a little offense for defense here, and there's still enough time remaining that you do not want to get a player with 3 fouls that 4th. And so that clearly is the consideration here. Once again, the free throw doesn't fall on the back half of the 1-1. Lead is 13. Butler, top of the arc, driving and kicking, and a block will be called here. The 3 went. I think Aurora would have preferred the points. So 3 comes off, and Butler will try to get 2 instead after the foul on Livingston, which will be his 3rd. 3:38 left. First free throw is good. Here comes Chase Travis back into the game. He's a rebound away from his first career double-double. 3 players for Millikin, all with a game-high 17 points. Travis, Welch, and Straughter. Butler gets both free throws. Jervier heads off now. Holmes is in. It looks like this time Osborne will remain on the floor. Straughter can run the baseline, and he does, and he turns it over. Osborne will end up with the steal. It goes to Butler up top. He tries to take it all the way there and left it short. Rebound for Travis, and he's fouled by McCautry. That's his 4th. 1-1 for the last time in this contest coming up. (67-56). Millikin in front, just 3:25 left. Travis 7 of 9 at the line tonight. Livingston and Hullinger will come in if Travis can get the front end here, and he does after a rattle. Davis comes in to replace Holmes as Aurora seeks some perimeter shooting, or some more perimeter shooting more accurately, over what will be a 3.5-minute sprint, trying to erase right now a 12 and now 13-point deficit. 69-56. Here are the subs. Travis out with his 4 fouls. Looks like it's just Livingston for Ott here. Travis, I mentioned, did come off as well. McCautry taking it to the rim, and he got there. The 2-handed slam. Timeout Aurora. 3:10 to play. And a full timeout. Spartans down 11. Looking for a late rally. This is Aurora University men's basketball. has been a frustrating game for Aurora. 11 more field goal attempts, but 11 fewer points. Shot just 39% tonight. Millikin, despite 19 turnovers, -7 in that area for the Big Blue. A crisp 51%, including 8 of 17 from 3. And a shot free throws a little better as well, and just a bit more often, 17 of 22. Out of the timeout, Travis replaced Livingston for Millikin. They handle Aurora's press and get into their offense, but Aurora will try to double at every opportunity. McLean runs through the lane. It comes out to Welch, and now Straughter in the corner. There's 10 to shoot. Here is Travis. He threw it into the backcourt. Turnover number 20. Aurora's been disruptive defensively, but Millikin has made its good looks. They've made their contested looks, and they've made some of their maybe not so great shot selection opportunities as well. A little bit of everything. The visitors have just had a good night from the field. Aurora has not been able to overcome it, but there's still time. 2:35. Butler pulls up the free throw line and got it. Team high 16 for Noah. Once again, Aurora will set up pressure at half court. McLean got rid of it, found Straughter, and now the key for Millikin will be resisting the temptation to take a quick shot. They have managed to get it settled with McLean. 10 on the shot clock. Still probably need a bucket or two. Welch drives, it was blocked. Butler had it. Now it's Osborne in transition, feeds Davis, the three, no! And the rebound fought for and taken by Straughter. Final minute 50. Aurora has had some looks from three that felt like if they had gone would have swung the momentum, and just haven't been able to get one to go. Hollinger to Welch. Now McLean has it. He's out on the wing. He gets into the lane. He tosses it to Straughter in the corner. There's 2 to shoot. He gets rid of the 18-footer and it falls. That will probably be more than enough for Millikin tonight. 71-60, a minute 12 to play. McCautry with it in the corner. Finds Osborne underneath. That's up and good for 2. 9-point game. Are they going to call a delay of game here? It looks like that is what they called. It's a warning. It's a minute 3 left. A few more changes here. Millikin, several good free throw shooters out there. Travis could not get the ball in. He'll take timeout. Millikin has plenty of those. Now after the make, he won't be able to run the floor anymore. This will be a 30-second timeout. Aurora pulling away in women's basketball. It's 54-38, 7:27 left. Macy Kosin now leads all Spartans with 12, all on three-pointers. And in women's hockey, still 6-1, Aurora in front. Quick view of the NAC. MSOE falls to Bethany Lutheran tonight, 97-81. Rockford at home against Oak Hills Christian. Regents win that one, 96-43. How about the second half? 63-18. Rockford outscores the Wolfpack. And Wisconsin Lutheran tonight, their season opener, come away with a 78-49 win at Martin Luther. 63 seconds left as Aurora tries to pull off an unlikely comeback. Ball is in. Travis ahead to Welch. Aurora right now just trying to force a turnover. It's Welch out in the perimeter. Spartans weren't able to get one. Welch again. Swings it to Livingston. He wants the three. It's good. And if there had been any doubt, that will unfortunately eliminate that for Aurora tonight. Final few possessions here. Hooping the harm on the jumper for Osborne. And he'll have 19 to match for the game high after that, and the chance to take the game high. But a double-double for Chase Travis, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 19 points for Nate Straughter, and 17 for JT Welch. A little bit too much for Aurora tonight. Free throw goes, 32 seconds left, a 74-65 lead. The inbound was tipped. Welch travels. And that will, for a moment, provide a glimmer of hope for Aurora. Probably need a three here. Shot clock, 17. It'll be off when the Big Blue get it back. There was a miss in tight. Loose ball rolls out to McCautry. He gets the basket and one with 19.6 seconds left. So I said they needed a three. And here's a chance to get it the old-fashioned way. McCautry with 13 points, and he'll have some time to think about it as Kramer Soderberg calls timeout. Rest of the scoring for Millikin, 9 points for Jaden McLean, 5 for Noah Livingston, 3 for Walter Straughter, 2 for Frazier Ott. For Aurora tonight, Michael Osborne, a game-high 20 points, 7 rebounds. Noah Butler has 16 and 7. Javon McCautry right now sitting on 15, plus 3 assists, and a career-best 5 steals. After that, not a ton of scoring. Isaiah Davis has 5. So does Josh Holmes. Atem Scholl, Trey Jenkins, and Foster Obona have 2 apiece. Dwayne Jervier, no points, but he does have 6 rebounds. Aurora right now at 42%, 25 of 60 from the field, but Millikin 24 for 46. That's 52%, plus 9 of 18 from 3 and 17 of 22 at the line. In contrast, Aurora about to attempt their 20th free throw. They've made 14. But they're just 3 of 22 at the line, or at the three-point line. And so despite having 14 more shot attempts, they've made 6 fewer threes, and that's your difference. Millikin plus 4 on the glass, but Aurora plus 4 on the offensive boards. Spartans just 12 turnovers. They forced 21. Aurora also plus 6 off turnovers, plus 12 in the paint, and are still down 7 here with 19.6 seconds left. With McCautry to the line. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Keep that in mind. McCautry's three-point play attempt missed, but Osborne got the rebound, and then he ended up throwing it across the gym to a falling Holmes, who did well to get rid of it. Then Butler was stripped. It goes out of bounds, and Aurora keeps it. 14.6 seconds left. McCautry to inbound in front of his bench. Into Butler, he'll have to be quick. McCautry for 3, doesn't go. Travis with his 11th rebound, and he is fouled with 8.7 seconds remaining. And there will no longer be enough possessions for Aurora to complete a comeback tonight. So Travis, a chance to add to his career best total tonight. 19, as I mentioned, And 2 free throws here. That one goes, and now one for the game high if it stands. Aurora will have at least one more possession. Spartans will fall to 1-1 with the loss. They're back in action on Wednesday night at North Central, and on the road at Dubuque a week from tomorrow. Second free throw for Travis is good. He has 21. Millikin, a 2-0 start there at Franklin on Tuesday, and then home to Concordia Chicago a week from Saturday. Long pass here down the floor for Jenkins. It's a 2. It's no good. Rebound for Livingston, and that will run out the clock. Aurora down 17 at the half and not able to come all the way back. Got as close as 5, but no closer, and Millikin wins it tonight, 76-67. Big thanks to Jack Fisher on the camera tonight, our Aurora University athletic communications and facilities teams. Their efforts, as always, make these broadcasts happen. My name is Sean Fry. We'll see you next time for Aurora University men's basketball at athletics.aurora.edu.